All right, so this is kind of like a sad reality, but it's just the truth of different things. And this is a story that I feel like it's repeated way too much, and I don't like it, but it's something that I've got to share with you guys because of how repetitive it is. Truth is, when we get older, we age, and as we're aging, certain things in our life happen, and one of those things is the need for some care. So some friends of mine, there's someone in their family who's getting older, and although the family has been taking care of this person for a while, it's getting to a point now where the family can't take care of this person. This person needs some full-time professional help, and everybody else has a job or kids or different things going on, and they can't provide the care that this person needs, which stinks. So one, just the realization that like the reality is most people get to a stage in their life where they need some full-time care. That's just hard to deal with. But that's not really the sad part. Although that is sad, I think it gets worse. And that is when they're looking for a care facility. One, finding a place that's good for this person, but two, the cost. These care facilities are really expensive, like extremely expensive. Hundreds of dollars per day, as they should be. Somebody's going to be caring for somebody that you love full time, and making sure that their medications are taken correctly, and that they are going to be fed, and they're going to be bathed, and they're going to be taken care of. That should be something that costs lots of money because you want those people to be taken care of well. But whenever you realize this thing, I can't afford it, that's the really, really sad part. And you recognize that this person in your life, this person in your family needs this care, but you can't afford it. So it's like, shoot, now what? Now what? Good news is there are ways to pay for this. If you had what's called long-term care insurance, the long-term care insurance will pay for it. The problem is you can't get long-term care insurance when you need it. That's like asking for life insurance when you're terminally ill. It's not going to be given to you, or it's going to be unbelievably expensive, right? The insurance company's not going to give you long-term care insurance if they know you're going to file a claim right away. But there are other alternatives. There are things like different annuities. There are things to add into life insurance policies, different riders, and different things to pay for the long-term care insurance. Yes, it's sad whenever you come to the reality that somebody in your family, someone in your life needs this type of care, but it's worse. The real sad part is whenever you get to this place and you can't afford it. So here's my advice. We actually wrote a blog about this. This is how big of a deal it is. At moneywellrooted.com/blog, moneywellrooted.com/blog. And it's the blog that's titled, "What are long-term care insurance alternatives?" Everyone should be considering long-term care insurance for themselves or for loved ones as they start getting into the 50s. Like if you start reaching in that age, it's time to get long-term care insurance. If you're not in your 50s yet, but you know somebody who is, please, 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 please talk to them about long-term care insurance or alternatives to paying for long-term care, like some of these other life insurance or other products that are available out there. This is very important. I seriously, I don't care if you buy it through me or my company. That's not what this is about. Just have this conversation with your spouse, with your loved ones, if you're in your 50s or you know somebody that's in their 50s. Because I don't want you to be in that place where my friends are at, where they know that someone in their life who they love needs care, but they can't afford it. It's rough. So check out this blog, moneywellrooted.com/blog. This is a great place to start to have some of those conversations with your loved ones. Again, you're in your 50s, start having these conversations. Look at this blog and look at some of the alternatives. There are options and different ways to make sure that you can plan for the future so that if this happens to you guys, you're in a much better spot. Like, how great would it be for my friends if they were able to just kind of pick whatever place they wanted, or pick from a lot of different places. They could have options because they do have the finances to do it, rather than the situation they're in now, which is doing their best to try and qualify for government assistance, and then the amount that they qualify for is going to significantly limit the places that they can go, and those places are not necessarily the most ideal. You want to put your loved ones in an ideal situation. So again, check out the blog, start having this conversation. Kind of a weird Facebook Live today. I know it's kind of morbid and just whatever, but this is important. We want to love you guys through finances. Step one is starting to have this conversation with your loved ones. Have this long-term care conversation with them. How are you going to pay for it when it comes time for you? How are you going to pay for it when it comes time for the people that you love? moneywellroot.com/blog. What are long-term care insurance alternatives? Check it out. Most people fall into YouTube holes that aren't productive. Subscribe or check out some of our other videos by clicking over here, and I promise it'll be a YouTube hole worth your while.